You can see there he's kind of swimming like a chicken. Look at his little arms tucked into his belly. So, you know, you can see this guy he's giving his best. He's trying. He's not trying to disappoint anyone, but he's doing his best. And his best is terrible. So make sure you don't take these guys into water.
Whirl.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is CJ, the Cheese DJ here, and we are back with a brand new Ark Insight video. And as you can see behind us, the Yuty is going to be involved in this video, and we are versing him against the Rex. That's right, today we'll be doing Ark Insight, another insight into their stats and how they play out against each other. So we'll be pitting the Yutyrannus versus the Rex. Now, before we continue, they have exactly the same stats at level 1 base. You can see there the health, the stamina, the weight, and the melee damage are the same as the Rex. We'll come across here and take a look at the Rexy. As you can see, 1100, 420, 500 weight, 125.8 melee damage. So we're going to get into this. We're going to test out their movement speed and stamina next. Stay tuned, guys. Here we go. Alrighty, so their movement speed. Now, the Rex completed our course flag to flag in 5.83 seconds, which is relatively fast. Now, his stamina was a bit of a letdown. He only had 10 seconds of stamina, which, you know, isn't really that much stamina, so you're definitely going to want to level these guys up in stamina and a bit of movement speed. They are still a little bit slow, and their stamina is terrible. There's no better way to put it. It's horrible. So make sure you level up their stamina. Alright, we're going to take a look at the Yuty next. So the Yutyrannus managed to complete the course in pretty much the same time as the Rex. It was slightly faster at 5.63 seconds, and once again it had the same amount of stamina at just under 10 seconds. So, you know, you're going to want to make sure you level these guys up in plenty of stamina because they will definitely need it. But so far there isn't too much of a difference between the two dinos. Now, the swim speed of the Rex is colossally slow. You can see here we are just sloths in a water. We are so slow. So make sure you don't take these guys into the water if you plan on coming out alive, or, you know, have something to do in a quick pace, because these guys are not the answer for water traveling. They are really slow. You can see the Rex here. He's just taking his sweet time. We're going to get nowhere anytime soon. Now, the Yuty is pretty much exactly the same in the water. His legs look like they're doing a lot more work there. You can see there he's kind of swimming like a chicken. Look at his little arms tucked into his belly. So, you know, you can see this guy he's giving his best. He's trying. He's not trying to disappoint anyone, but he's doing his best. And his best is terrible. So make sure you don't take these guys into water. Alrighty, so their turning radius, you can see here, still, you know, relatively decent. They've got pretty good turning radiuses. Well, the Yuty does anyway. It's pretty tight. I'm going to say right now that the Yutyrannus will have a better turning radius than the Rex, which we'll see shortly, because the Yutyrannus is slightly more of a build than the Rex. You can see the Rex is much more wider and longer, so I reckon the Yutyrannus will have a much better turning radius than the Rex. And you can see the Rex's turning radius here, and like I said, it's pretty big. Like, it's bigger than the Yutyrannus's. I forgot its name for a second there. But, you know, it's okay. I mean, it's not the best turning radius, but, you know, what can you do? So the Rex has a roar, which you can see here, that does absolutely nothing at the moment. So they still haven't patched it to actually increase his roar to, you know, a fear-inducing roar or something like that. It's mainly used for intimidation now, so, you know, you're a bit disappointed on that part. Whereas the Yutyrannus has two separate roars, which is what he is known for. So he has his fear-inducing roar, which is that one there, which we don't really use here because it's on our own dinos. His fear-inducing roar, and then an ally boosting roar, which increases the damage output of your dinos by 25% and decreases the amount of damage they take by 25%. While his fear-inducing roar actually increases the amount of damage the Yutyrannus does to that dino by 50%, and it decreases the amount of damage that dino does by 50%. So these roars are rather effective against other dinos and taking them out. Alrighty, so next up we tested their melee damage, and you can see here the Yutyrannus does 69 damage at level 1 with that base melee damage of 125.8. So, you know, he is a rather powerful dino. But you pair this with his roar, which we'll show you right now. You can see the wyvern in front of us is not affected whatsoever. So I can tell you from a previous video that a level 1 UT actually does 103 damage to a feared opponent. So say example, you've got a trike feared, instead of the 69 damage you will do 103 damage instead. Now the Rex is still stronger than the UD by 9 points of damage. He does 78 damage instead of the 69 damage that the Yutyrannus does. So, you know, there's really not that much of a difference between the two. However, the UD's Roar does make a significant difference in terms of battling other dinos. Next up, we took a look at the amount of meat gathered, guys, and as you can see from this little picture chart thing that we've drawn up, the Rex actually gathers more prime meat and regular meat than the Yutyrannus does. Now, these inventories are the result of a Rex being eaten by each of them, and you can see that, you know, there's quite a bit of difference between the two. The Rex definitely gathers more prime meat and regular meat than the Yutyrannus. Now, this is probably due to it using its extra biting power kind of thing that it does. You know, the extra melee damage definitely helps in that. So, you know, that's why the Rex probably is able to gather more meat than the Yutyrannus, for example. Next up, we took a look at their torpor. And you can see here for a level 50 Yutyrannus, it didn't take, you know, too much. I was expecting there to be more use of trank arrows, you know, not the trank arrows, sorry, the trank darts, that's the word I'm looking for. So, you know, it's not too bad. So for a level 50 Yutyrannus, it only took 39 crossbow bolts, 28 long neck darts, 14 shocking trank darts, and his torpor depleted relatively okay, only at losing 1.5 torpor per second. So that is a pretty good torpor, you know, rate loss and taming need. Okay, so the Rex, as you can see on that little table that we've drawn up, he as well did not require that much. Pretty much exactly the same as the Yutyrannus. 39 crossbow bolts, 28 long neck darts, 14 shocking trank darts. And his torpor rate did deplete at 1.5 per second. However, the Rex has a smaller amount of max torpor than the Yutyrannus does. Alrighty guys, and now it's time for the battle to the death. Oh my god, look at my hair. Look how stylish that looks. Okay, anyway, we're getting distracted. So, battle to the death, these two against each other, and pretty much here they go. So, while these two are battling out, we'll be talking about them. Now, I think you definitely need to tame up the Yutyrannus. His roar, his buffing roar, and his scary roar definitely make him worth taming up. He may be difficult to tame. Let me know if you guys would like to see a how to tame video. But, you know, obviously you're going to have Rexes, part of your dinos. They are pivotal in any tribe. And the Yutyrannus as well is now pivotal in any tribe. Now, like I said, these two have pretty much the exact same stats. The base stats are exactly the same. The Yutyrannus has slightly better torpor use. However, his roars do deplete 250 stamina as well. So you've got to watch out for that and make sure to increase his stamina. And you saw there that the Rex won. He did have the extra binding power, and due to the Yutyrannus not utilizing its roars, he lost. If the Yutyrannus did use his roars, I guarantee you the Rex would have lost. Alrighty guys, that'll be it for today. Let me know what you thought of this video down below. Let me know what other Ark Insight videos you guys would like to see. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.